So this has been my YouTube setup for the past one and a half months. And today's video, by popular request, I'm going to share with you how I set this setup up, and also how you can also do same with whatever equipment that you have and upgrade slowly to get something looking like this. This setup, honestly, I am not done. There's so much more I want to do. There's I need to get some lens, I need to get some stuff hanged on my wall, and I'm still building it. But hey, like I always do, I show you how I start from A to D. Let's jump into the video. So I'm going to be switching between this scene and also using my friend's phone, because my phone's camera isn't the best, and I'm also using it for to monitor, to control my camera, you know. So I'll be using that one, and then this to get everything going. All right, let's go. Let's start with the first thing, the lights. Now, once again, I'm still working my way up, but to achieve a setup like this, you need at least two sources of light. You can see in this video clearly that there is one light behind me and there is one light here. But if I had my way, I will get at least I'll get four sources of light. This one, upgrading this one, having one what we call a hair light, and also that light, and then finally one to display somewhere else as well. But at the moment, I only have two, and but I'm definitely going to upgrade as time goes on. But right now it's not a priority, because this one does the job very well for me. And the first one that I have is my key light here, and this key light is my ring light that I bought in 2020. When I started YouTube in 2020, I wanted to show my face, so what I got was a ring light. I don't remember how much particularly I bought it for in 2020. As you can see right now, this light has one of my singlets on it, and the reason is that the light from the ring light alone is very harsh on the skin. All right, and I'm looking for some soft, fluttery lights to be able to get the quality that I am looking for. So because of that, I got my singlet on it. This is a DIY solution. Look, you don't need all the fancy gear to be able to make high quality content. So if this doesn't inspire you, please, I don't know what else will inspire you. I have the singlet on, and what the singlet does is that whenever you pass light through a medium, usually cloth, it softens as it goes, right? So I have that singlet on, and what it does is that it softens the light for me. Instead of having hard shadows and hard highlights, it just blends everything for me, and that's why I have the singlet on. So if you have a ring light and the light is too sharp and it's causing circles and oily face on you, you can just put a singlet on it, or any white cloth on it, and then it will do good. A better solution will have the umbrella around it. I think that's what I would have loved to do, and maybe I'll consider that one and see how I can make that one happen. The second piece of light is the lamp that I have behind me. Now this lamp I got from China Mall. When we moved into our new place here in February, I started thinking about how to get my setup done, and but I needed some money to get some of this equipment. Like what you see behind me, everything in the rack, I didn't have that, so I decided to invest in getting that set up there. So I went to China Mall, browsed through their lamps, and when I saw this, it caught my eye, together with the storage unit that you can see there. I loved it. I think it's very simple because it allows me to store my books that I'm reading, allows me to have some little camera equipment here and there. I would love to have those shelves so I can store some of this equipment there, but this one makes my room look very, very nice, and I really love it. On there I have the lamp, and what the lamp does is that it lights my background and also helps me separate from the background. If I don't have this lamp on, my setup would be different. I'll show you. Let me turn the lights off. Without that light on, you see how shallow the field looks, and the field doesn't look as amazing as it would look if I had that light on. So having that light on actually really does so much more, and it allows me to separate myself from the background, and it also at least gives your eyes something to look forward to, because now you see me here, but then you also see the amazing background that I have there. The lamp also makes the background look beautiful, and beside that I have my guitar here. This was a gift, and this guitar has been a blessing for me. It's been that's my therapy. Love that guitar. On there also I have my little plants. I call it Vanyado. Vanyado is there to beautify and give some life to the space. maybe I'll get a real plant and I can be able to water it and hopefully get even a bigger one. But Vanyado will be with me too for a long time. And then I have my books on the rack. So that's the light situation. Let's talk about the next thing, the audio. Probably what I've received the most compliments on since it arrived. So this was also a gift from a friend. People are gifting me stuff, eh? This is also a gift from a friend. This is a Samsung Q2U. I think they're probably the best microphone I've had. If you want to do podcast on a budget, or if you want to record content on a budget, like the setup, this is like probably one of the best microphones that you can buy. I would recommend this hands down for you every time. And this microphone has been super amazing. So if I brought my mouth here and I started speaking, you might not hear me clearly as you would if I brought my mouth here and I was speaking to you. All right. So this is super great. The thing is that one of my laptops is 40, and I keep hearing some noise every time I'm using it. But I could have that laptop on and this microphone on, and you wouldn't hear the humming of that laptop. And that is how good this microphone is. Aside that, it has a USB-C to a USB Type A cable, but you can use USB-C to USB-C. Also has the audio monitoring here and then volume control right here. And this is super sweet for me. I got it with a headset, as you can see here, and this headset is what I use for my video editing now, and also monitoring. And when I'm on video calls, it's what I use. It's not a highest of quality, but this thing is good. It does the job for me, and I'm very proud of it. Right, I record directly into Adobe Audition. After all the recording, I go ahead to fine tune my audio a little, just to get that rich lower ends and also have it sound more like a radio station kind of thing. I had to watch videos on how to do that, and then I saved the presets. So after recording, I just maybe apply a few effects, and then I press my key, and then it applies my whole setting on it and gives me that rich low audio radio voice. I also have the DJI Mic 2 here, the DJI Mic 2, and this is what we use if I'm doing vlogging setup. All right, and the audio for this one is very, 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 very amazing. Currently, it's connected to the camera, and I have it here. All right, as a backup, in a way. But depending on how things go, I might use this audio or I might use that audio. But in this video, I'll be switching to this video as and when things are moving. And up next, for my screen recording, I always use OBS on this laptop. Now, I'm a solo shooter, meaning I shoot alone. All right, I have friends, but they're usually about their work, and I usually tend to shoot at odd hours. Currently, it's 6:03 a.m. All right, it's 6:03 a.m. and I was shooting around 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m. when everybody's asleep and the whole neighborhood is quiet. That's when I'm shooting. I get my energy in the mornings and sometimes very late in the evenings. I don't know how that works. So when those times are there, I take advantage of it quickly and I use it to shoot any content that I have to shoot. I'm going to show you my screen, and this is what I use to monitor myself here. It controls the camera. It's linked to my camera. I'll probably make a video on that if you're interested, so I can have my cameras there. Instead of having somebody there, I can look at here and see what's really happening on my camera. All right, and here I have the chance to control everything from the white balance, shutter speed. Everything can be controlled from here. I can start and stop recording, and this is super swell. I really love this. It's been a game changer for me since I started recording myself. The other thing was that when I wasn't using this, I'll be looking at I would have to flip the LCD and try to look at it. But the problem with that is that looking at the camera is different from looking at the LCD, and people will know when you are doing the opposite. So by having this here, I don't even have to flip the LCD. I leave it where it is, and I can look directly into my lens and film my content. For the camera, I shoot on my Sony a6700. This has been one of my biggest investments that I've made so far, and I couldn't have been more grateful. Since I thank you so much for making this happen. I have this camera with a 50mm f1.8, so that is the reason why you see that depth of field. That 1.8 does super amazing job, because my background is not as far, it's just here, but 1.8 does the job very well. The only thing is that I would like to get a very wide lens so I can have my camera closer to me and also show more of my background, because I want to hang my photos and that of Kwame Nkrumah on the wall. But the 50mm will never allow that, because it's so tight. Plus, it's an APS-C camera, so it's even more tighter than you can even imagine, and that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. If you have an idea of how you want to set up your space, you're not really sure, please do all to drop it in the comment section. There's a little community there, hopefully that will help us and share ideas with you on what to do. Before I started using the A7 IV, I was using first my iPhone 10, very old one but very good for me, and I started using my friend's Google Pixel, I think 7 or so. Very super amazing camera with very good like phone with very good camera. I love this phone. I'm not an Android person, but this is super sweet. Aside some of the Samsung S series that I've held, this is very, very good. You can use that in place of my camera. If you don't have the audio, you can get any audio and start with it, but make sure you invest a lot in the audio. Very important. That is my setup. If you love that setup, you will definitely also love how to actually edit my video. I've never made that one, but click on whatever video you are seeing right here. I'll show you how I record and then also how I edit my videos in Premiere Pro after you subscribe and watch that video. Catch you in the next one. Peace.